Has prednisone ruined your life? If so, you're not alone. I was stunned when I realized how many people in my YouTube channel had commented the word ruin or ruined or ruining. Check this out as I scroll up. It's amazing how many people struggle so much on prednisone. Just wow. Even a Kenalog injection ruined people's lives. And the person at the bottom said, I feel like I was almost murdered by prednisone for a week. 3 weeks of hell now. When will this end? Or am I ruined and I will die soon? Wow, that's horrific to feel that way from prednisone. So if you're feeling that way, you're not alone. These are real comments, real people on my channel. Every week I read words like these. I get telephone calls of people telling me the same story, and I feel the same thing each time. This should not be happening. Not because prednisone is evil, it saved my life. It saved millions of lives, but because the people who are taking it were just handed a prescription and sent home with almost no information about how prednisone works and what the side effects are. Nobody warned us of what was coming or what we can do about it. Today, I want to talk about both. What prednisone takes, why people think it ruined their life, and what, more than most people realize, can be restored. I'm Dr. Megan. I'm a board-certified doctor of pharmacy and third-generation pharmacist. I've also personally taken prednisone, so I've been on both sides of the healthcare situation. So here's where we're going today. When people say prednisone ruined my life, they're describing several things that are happening, could be simultaneously or could be separately. Let me name them because naming matters. Once we name something, we can identify what it is and therefore identify a solution. The first loss is the loss of identity. Prednisone changes so much about your identity. It changes our face shape, creating moon face. A formerly skinny person will suddenly gain 22 pounds like that from the prednisone. It'll change your energy. Some people have low energy and they're suddenly full of energy and then it wears off. Others are just completely fatigued. Prednisone can change your personality. Maybe you were previously outgoing and fun, and now you're a recluse and you don't want to go around people. Researchers call this health-related quality of life impairment. Let me call it what it really is. This drug made you a stranger to yourself. When you look at yourself in the mirror, you can't recognize yourself. Some describe it as, I feel like I'm a passenger in someone else's body. Loss number 2, your mind. Prednisone crosses the blood-brain barrier. That means it's directly affecting your mood, your memory, and your emotional regulation. There's actually a clinical diagnosis, steroid-induced psychosis and steroid-induced mood disorders. Some patients have said that they were actually misdiagnosed as having psychosis or bipolar disorder when it was actually a side effect of prednisone. One specific patient said that he was diagnosed with bipolar as a child and prescribed medications, but it was really just the prednisone side effect. And he finally figured it out decades later after watching my video. That's not a personal failure. It's not you, it's the drug. Loss number 3 is your relationships. Roid rage, mood swings, personality changes affect everybody in your household and your workplace. Your family often doesn't understand what changed. I've had several people reach out to me saying, I've had my children taken away, I've lost my driver's license, I've lost my job because of their behavior while on high doses of prednisone that nobody understood until looking back. And it's like, oh, that's why I was acting that way. But by then, it's too late. The wife has filed for divorce. One husband who had been on prednisone for 61 years, that's almost as long as prednisone's been on the market, had to develop a formal protocol to use with his wife for when his emotions get out of control because of the prednisone. He said, it may not be my fault, but I am still responsible for what I do. 61 years. still navigating this. That's not weakness. That's extraordinary that he's taking that kind of responsibility and not just blaming it on the drug, but I mean, it is the drug's fault, but he's realizing that he has to work within the world that he lives in, which is I'm a person taking prednisone. Loss number 4 is your body. Prednisone causes muscle mass loss. Prednisone causes bone loss. Prednisone makes people lose their hair. It affects your gut bacteria. It can affect hormones. I have one prednisone warrior who comments on this channel a lot, who says she was a professional dancer, thin, healthy, took care of herself, ate good food, took prednisone for only 9 days. And her period disappeared within 24 hours. She never got it back. A year and a half later, premature menopause. She'll never have children, and celebrated her 39th birthday with that fact that she'll never be able to bear children. I'm sharing that because this woman's pain is real. And complicating that is she's worried that the reason they gave it to her wasn't even a legitimate diagnosis in the first place. So the pain of losing her body, losing her ability to bear children, on top of the fact that maybe she shouldn't have taken it at all, is just so much grief, so much to deal with. Every week I read comments that have some variation of this in them. You're not alone. One person described gaining 70 pounds, being unable to exercise, and said that even showering hurts. She said, if I can complete a daily task, I'm doing good for the day. She was on prednisone for 2 years for COPD, and no one told her how bad long-term use can be. That's what prednisone does to muscles, joints, metabolism, when no one is managing the side effects along with the medication. Another person wrote that after a single Kenalog injection, 1 injection for back pain, they were bedbound for 10 weeks with severe physical and mental symptoms. They didn't know what to do. People don't realize that all forms of steroids, whether it's the pill form of prednisone, injections, inhalers, nasal sprays, creams, they all carry these risks. Another prednisone warrior was given prednisone for a sinus infection. Not a life-threatening autoimmune condition like me, just a sinus infection that probably shouldn't have had it anyway, and it sent them into psychosis. Prednisone psychosis is real. It's its own special diagnosis code. And it almost never comes up in the prescribing conversation, especially for something as benign as a sinus infection. Now, I want to be clinically honest with you because that's what you deserve to know. What is actually irreversible, permanent destruction caused by this drug? And what is reversible that once you get on a lower dose, once you get off the medication, are just going to go away eventually? So these are the reversible good news things that for most people reverse. Mood and personality changes. In most cases, these improve as the dose decreases. The brain is remarkably adaptable, and the rage is not who you are. It's just a drug side effect. And I've talked to a lot of people with mood and personality changes, and it can be dramatic changes, but it usually does go away. The timing, though, that's a struggle. I can't tell you when that'll happen. All right, muscle wasting. With the right nutrition and movement, your muscles can be gained back. It takes longer than it should, and if you're elderly and already dealing with sarcopenia from older age, it might be really difficult to gain it back, but for most people, it will return. Metabolic changes from blood sugar, weight, food cravings. These are driven by specific mechanisms that prednisone triggers. When you understand the mechanism, then you can push back on it. Sleep disruption. Prednisone is a stimulant at the adrenal level, but there are real research-backed strategies that can help. And once you're completely recovered from prednisone, your sleep pattern should go back to normal. It just takes a lot longer than you might think. So here are the harder, possibly irreversible ones. Bone loss. And this is the one that doctors take the most seriously. They even created a guideline about it. They're so worried about it, called the Glucocorticoid-Induced Osteoporosis Guideline by the American College of Rheumatology. Every day on prednisone, more and more bone density is lost. And doesn't really come back. That's why I talk about bone health so often, because it's a lot easier to stop the loss than to gain back what you did lose. I want you to know about this because the window closes every day on the bone loss. And so the sooner you act on this, the better. Just follow the guidelines of the American College of Rheumatology. And because I feel so strongly about this and there's such solid research about it, I actually created a dietary supplement that follows those guidelines exactly. It's got a morning bottle and a bedtime bottle of Nutrinize, and we have 2 capsules in the morning and 2 capsules at bedtime to support your bones. It also has ingredients that help support your mood and support your muscles and your metabolism to help you feel as stable as possible while on prednisone. You just go to nutrinize.com or click the link below. But bone loss is real, and the longer you wait to deal with it, the more irreversible loss you'll have. So second is adrenal loss, also known as adrenal suppression. If you're on prednisone long-term, you've essentially told your body, I don't need you to make cortisol anymore. And so the part of your body called the adrenal gland that sits right on top of your kidneys basically starts wasting away. It starts shrinking because it has no job to do. And that shrinkage can be permanent in a very small percentage of people. Most people eventually get it back, but the recovery time is unpredictable and different for every single person. I have a cortisol clarity kit that you can order to see if your cortisol has recovered. Just click this link below to find out how. All right, the third recovery that may not happen is hormonal disruption. Not enough people are talking about what this can do, and it's more rare. The data on reproductive hormones, menopause, cycles, and early menopause is really thin because it's really hard to research since people are taking prednisone for different reasons at different doses at different times in their life. But it definitely affects estrogen, progesterone, testosterone, and other hormones that are derived from the same steroids that prednisone comes from. So they all interact and interfere with each other possibly. So if you feel like prednisone has ruined your life, you're not alone, but there are some things that you can do to help recover. What I teach, everything that this channel is built around, is what I call the restoration framework. This is restoring what prednisone takes. First, you need to restore the nutrients, specifically calcium and vitamin D, leading to bone loss, chromium, leading to metabolism issues and moon face, melatonin and magnesium, leading to sleep issues and mood issues. When you are running on empty nutritionally, everything else gets harder. It's pretty hard to recover from prednisone when you are like a wilted plant with no fertilizer. And that's exactly why I have Nutrinize Zone. It helps restore that so that you have the foundation you need to continue restoring what prednisone has stolen from you. Next, you need to restore your information. Most people on prednisone were just given a prescription and sent home with no warning, no guidance, no knowledge of what to expect. The single most powerful thing you can do is to understand what's happening inside your body because of this medication. That's why you're watching this video right now. So check out a few more videos to understand better how it works. I'll refer to one at the end that is especially helpful. Third, restore your advocacy and confidence that you know your body better than your doctor. You need to tell your doctor exactly how you're feeling when things concern you, and have a doctor who is willing to take the time to restore your bone density, to be checking it, to restore your metabolism, to be checking all of the things that need to be checked there, your adrenal function, your sleep. If that's not happening, I want to help you ask for it. That's why I have my prednisone checklist. You can get a link below. Next, restore your identity. This one takes the longest. And there's a reason I call people who take prednisone and watch this channel prednisone warrior. It's because you are fighting a battle that nobody can tell unless you get moon face. No one else knows that you are taking a poisonous substance that will affect all of your body systems, possibly 150 side effects or more. And that makes you a warrior. You're courageous to do something like that because you want to make sure something worse doesn't happen. Like for me, dying. For you, maybe it's being able to use your joints or being able to breathe. But you are not your moon face. You are not your roid rage. You are not any of the side effects that happen to you. You are just a person that the drug is acting on. You're still you behind all of that, even though it might be hard to see yourself in the mirror the way you currently look. But that person is still there, will come back. But some people are making a mistake about how to recover. And that's why I created the video. The number one mistake you're making on prednisone. You need to watch it to find out exactly what mistakes are keeping you from recovering completely, from restoring what prednisone has taken from you. So just click the link below or click here to watch this video now. Signing off as Dr. Megan, your prednisone pharmacist.